Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. So before we get into this video, pretend it is late 2023. The budget mouse market is kind of meh, but then we see the VXE R1 series drop. So at this time is when I started reviewing. I picked up the VXE R1 Pro Max, and if you've been watching the channel for a while, you've seen I posted one or two videos about it. It was a really solid mouse, and still to this day, the R1 series are the best budget contenders. But I did see this VXE R1 SE Plus version on AliExpress for about $10. This did come out a few months ago, so I just wanted to get it, make a video on it, and see if it's still good in 2025 going into 2026. Most people watching this video, it'll be 2026 or so. First off, let me just be clear, this is not a review. I've only put a few hours onto this. I haven't done a ton of testing. This is just a video of me letting you know if this mouse is decent. So in terms of the box, I'm just going to show it to you, but inside the box, all you're going to get is a black braided Type-C cable and a 1K polling adapter. In terms of specs, you're going to get a 3395 SE sensor, a 2K, this mouse does support 2K polling, but the included dongle only supports 1K, and I don't think they've ever released the 2K polling adapter, so just assume you're only going to get 1K polling with this mouse. The battery is a 500 milliamp hour battery, though the battery unit in my mouse is 520 milliamp hours. This does support Bluetooth wired and wireless and up to 1800 DPI, unlike the standard 3395s, which do up to 2600 DPI. In terms of coating, so apparently this mouse doesn't have a coating, but I actually like how it feels, how the plastic feels better than the VXE R1 Pro Max coating. It's kind of like textured plastic. My hands do sweat, but it feels really solid on this. I don't know how, but a mouse not having coating, at least this one, feels better than a lot of other mice's coating. So I don't know, it just works on this mouse. In terms of the clicks, let me just give you a sound test. Okay, so these clicks are Huanu Blue Glow V2. They're pretty decent clicks. They're not like the most insane clicks ever, but I definitely prefer them over certain opticals. And the click implementation is pretty solid. There's not any pre-travel. The clicks don't move much. It's a really solid click implementation for a mouse at this price. And let's get into the side clicks. So the front one I don't have any issues with, but the back one does push in a little too much. It's not the worst thing ever, especially at a mouse at this price point, but if side buttons are really important to you, just wanted to put that out there. In terms of the scroll wheel, it is a pretty high scroll wheel. It's a nice scroll wheel, no issues with that. In terms of the stock skates, personally, I took them off after about an hour of using them. If you're buying this mouse because it's super cheap and you can't afford spending an extra $10 on dots, you'll be fine. They're okay stock skates. They're nothing to worry about. In terms of the shape, I don't have a X2 on me anymore, but it's a almost one-to-one clone of the Pulsar X2. I would say it's slightly different. I actually prefer this shape and hand a little bit. It's a little less like round, but it's a solid medium shape. I'll just compare it to some other shapes I have over here, and then as well as an X2H Mini. It's overall a solid shape. The shape isn't too extreme in any way. It's just a safe shape. But in terms of the weight, it's advertised at 55 grams. I did weigh mine when I had the stock skates on, and it was about 57. If you do swap two dots, you will lose a gram or two. In terms of weight balancing, so the 520 milliamp hour battery is all the way in the back, and it makes this mouse not very weight balanced. The like this Vaxee mouse is about 57, 58, and it feels significantly lighter than this mouse just because of the poor weight balancing. So if you are buying this expecting a 57 gram mouse experience, it's going to feel a little heavier than 57 grams. But in terms of overall QC, there's no side flex. This mouse is built solid. This mouse feels more solid because of the weight than the Pro Max version did. Like, you probably won't have any QC issues with this. Let me just show you the software real quick. It's ATK's web software, so any ATK product should work on this. It's a really solid software for a mouse at this price point. I had no issues with it. In terms of in-game performance, I performed just as good as I would on any like 3395 mouse. I didn't notice any difference at all. The sensor is a 3395 SE, but I'm not really sure if that's a 3395. From the little research I did, it does seem like it's one of the older sensors, like the 3311 or 3355 sensor, just updated a little bit. It's not going to be as good as a 3395, but you will not notice a difference. So if you can't afford a 3395 sensor mouse, don't worry about it. Like, obviously, if you do have the extra money, definitely go for the R1 version, which is like $5-10 more that has it, but it's not something you really have to worry about. In terms of pricing, so I got this on AliExpress at $9.70 before taxes with included shipping. The reason why it was that cheap was because it was on a new AliExpress account. So if you've never used AliExpress or you're able to just make a new account, then yeah, you can get this for about $10. On ATK's web store, it's currently sold out as I'm filming. It's $19. This is also about $25 on Amazon, and you could probably find it on AliExpress on a current account for around $20. So overall, who is this for and should he buy it? So if you already have a bunch of other good mice like I do, you should not buy this. It's still a waste of $10 unless you just want to test it for fun, then go for it. But if you're, let's say, outside the US in a country where spending $30 on a mouse equates to like $90 of your money, it's too expensive, and this is the cheapest mouse you can get or just the best one in your budget, for sure buy this. I do think it is a really great contender, and it's just something you will enjoy using, whether or not you can afford something better or not. But there are, if you are in the US, there are better options. Like the LA1 from Lethal Gaming Gear isn't the best mouse, but it's about $18 and comes with a 3395 sensor. I've also seen 3395 sensor mice on Amazon for about $20. So if you live in a place where $20, $30 is not a lot of money for you, I would spend the extra money. But again, if you can only afford a $10 mouse, whether you're in a different region and it's just too expensive to buy something better, or you're in the US and don't have any more money, this is definitely recommendable at $10 for sure, and even at $20, again, if you can't get better. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I still think this mouse holds up well in the current market, and it is a really solid mouse. So thank you for watching, and I'll make sure to leave a link down below.